Setting up your defaults for Good2Go is important to provide you and your customers a great experience, plus save you time. Let's review the important settings. First, navigate to your account menu and select Settings. Once in, select Edit at the top to start. Don't forget to save after you make any changes to this section, or your changes will be lost. The first setting to note is Auto Expire Jobs after X days. The default is 15 days. This means that the file needs to be inactive or not touched for 15 days. Then it is moved to the trash and will be permanently deleted in 2 days after that. The next important setting is the default deadline. This is the deadline that is automatically applied to any task such as sending a proof. Set these values to what you would consider your ideal standard. Be sure to consider the time of day and the days of the week you want calculated in this date. Keep in mind, you can always change the default on a job-by-job basis. The next setting to note is Send Reminders for New Tasks. This feature is designed to remind the customer to complete the task you've given them if they have not responded. This should save you time following up. How frequently reminders are sent will be discussed after this section. Settings such as Allow Customer to Download File or Show Pre-Flight Report are settings you should review and set according to what you want as your default. Keep in mind, most settings can be overridden on a job-by-job basis. This way, if you want to allow someone to download their file from the review screen, you can enable it for just that file. Let's move down to the default messages for review, quote review, and forward a job. These are important as they will save you time when sending files to outside customers. Be sure to enter in a good generic message for each task. As with other settings, these can be customized or changed on a job-by-job basis. When done, be sure to hit Save to keep your changes. After those settings are saved, let's move down to setting up customer reminders. Reminders are set up in relation to the due date assigned to a file or job. Typically, you want to increase the frequency of the reminders as you get closer to the actual due date. The value entered is dependent on the timeframe option selected. Days before, or hours after. Next is the notifications you will receive based on events and customer activities. Set these up as you see fit for your work. However, many customers select Task Overdue and Print Order Quote Received, as these are very important events. Otherwise, if you send a document out for a task such as a review, you will always be notified when the customer completes the task. Last preference to set up is the PDF review tools. The first thing to notice is there are 2 types of review tools available. One type is viewing and navigation, and the other type are markup tools. In general, we recommend providing as much navigation as you see fit, but limiting the tools so you don't overwhelm the clients with too many choices. Sticky notes and the highlighter are generally a good place to start. Well, that's it for your preferences. Remember, you can modify these settings at any time, and most settings can be modified on a file-by-file basis. If you have any other questions about other settings or how settings affect your Good2Go account, please contact us by email or schedule a live setup and training meeting. We're always happy to help.